Hi guys, and welcome to C# tutorial of a calculator. Well, just for your information, what is different about this calculator is that it was created using what is known as closure function. Okay, so let me show you guys how that works. That's the backspace. We can just multiply whatever in there, plus minus. Let's add 9 to that. That should give you minus 7. Okay. Let's multiply that by 45. There we go. And we can clear it there. All right, let's say 75 multiplied by 9. No, we don't want 9. Get rid of that. Multiply by 2. There we go. So that is how it works. But like I said, the whole idea of this project is just to show you guys how to use closure to develop a calculator or whatever you want to develop it for. So I'm going to exit out now. And let's go straight into C# new development environment. Select create new, and I'm going to select C# Windows Forms application template. Click on next. Give that a name. I'll call it CS underscore closure calculator. There we go. That's the name of my project. I'm going to click on create. There we go. All right, so the development environment is ready, so I'm just going to click on tools, double click on a button, and I'm going to get hold of a label as well. You can use a text box if you want, but I want to use a label. Double click on a label. There we go. My label is right there, and the button is there as well. So select both object and come straight to the properties here, and right there just drop down, click on the font. I'm now going to select, let's make that about 26. There we go. That's fine. Now that is taken care of, you see this label? Select the label, come straight back to the properties. Inside the properties, scroll right up. Let's look for auto size right there, and let's select false. Background color, I'm going to make that white, and border style, I'm going to make that fixed 3D. There we go, and just drag it there. That's fine. Now go back to the properties. You see where we have text? Get rid of the label in there, and underneath is text align. Click on that and let's realign it right center. That is fine. Now for the buttons, I'm going to hold on to my control, click and drag to copy. Select, click and drag again. There we go. Now select there, copy, and there we go. I need one more row. Brilliant. That is fine. So now my interface is taking shape. Okay, let's click on this very button here. Right underneath here inside the text box, I'm just going to double click on that, enter 7 in there. Now select the next one, 8, 9, the plus sign, subtract, 6, 5, 4, 1, 2, 3, multiply, division, plus, decimal, 0. And up here I'm going to call that CE, and this will be C. There. So these other two that is left, I'm going to have to go straight into Word. Okay, open up Word and let's click on Insert and click on Symbols. Right inside our symbol, I need a backspace. I'm going to be using this backspace, Insert, and I also need plus minus. There we go. Grab all of the two components, just copy them. Now select the button here, paste that on the text box. There, that's the plus minus there. Now the next one is going to be the backspace. Place the backspace in there and come right here. See where we have the font? I need to change that font to Wingins because that's the name of the font that generated backspace. There we go. Alright, that is done. So the next thing is, let's do the right thing. Double click on each button here. So that's BTN7. And the next one is going to be BTN8 and so on, guys. BTN8. There. And this one, this is going to be backspace. BTN BS. This is BTN CE. And so on, guys. So I'm going to speed that up and get back to you guys shortly. Alright, finished naming all of the buttons, and this label I'm going to change that to LDL display. There we go. Now let's double click on the form and go right up here. We're going to declare the following variables. So I'm going to say, let's go for double, and that is going to be F. F will be for first number, S for second number, A for answer. There we go. Those are my variables. Then I'll declare another one. This will be string. Let's call that OP for operator. Brilliant. So let's take care of the numbers first. I'm going to select all of these numbers here, including the decimal and 0. Now let's come straight to the properties here. Click on the properties, and right here you see where we have click. I'm going to be using click events. So let's go back in there. Let's give it a proper name. I'm going to change that to number click. Number click. There, that'll do. There we go. That's my number click function in there. So the first thing I want to do now is to create what is known as closure. Okay guys, right inside this number click, I'm going to enter the closure. Okay, so in the case of closure, for those of you who don't know, it's just in C++, C sharp, is the capability that allow a member or a function to reference a non-variable, and it's also called closure. So I'm going to start by, first of all, let's create our closure. So I'm just going to say action, and I'll call it cow, and I'll say equals, enter parentheses, and I will then enter another equals and greater than. Now you see, this is the lambda there. As you can see here is empty. Okay, but if it's not empty, I would have entered maybe something like Q or whatever to it, but it's empty. So I've just created my closure. So you press enter and enter the statement block. You have to end this very statement block here with semicolon. And the next thing is, I will also create another inner function here so that I can call my outer function. Now right in here, I'm going to create an object, and this object is going to be a sender. So let's just call that B. B equals, okay, button sender. Now using an if statement, I will then say if b.text, if is equals, let's start by taking care of the decimal. Then now I'm going to come down here, enter another statement block. Now if whatever button you click has a full stop in there or a decimal in there, Then I want you to do as follows. Check if not lbl dot contains, that's a dot text dot contains decimal place. Okay, in that case I just want this to happen, but make sure we want lbl to have the following value. So I'm going to accept that. So lbl display, that will be equals lbl display plus whatever we have inside b, equals lbl display plus b dot text. There we go. All right, so that is taken care of. Else, grab all of these, come right down here, enter your else, enter statement block, paste. All right, so what I've just done is I've just created the function that will take care of the buttons, and this we call this very function here. So let's run it and see. Click on run, and 9, you see that, guys, and so on. Okay, we have our decimal as well and number 0. All right, that takes care of that. Now let's take care of, and just copy that. Oh yeah, well, we can just copy it all and just change things around, delete what I don't need in there. Come right in here now, double click on the plus minus, paste that right inside the plus minus, get rid of whatever I don't need. I don't need this, I don't need any of this, get rid of it. And I'm going to get rid of all of these here as well. There we go. And in here, get rid of this. Let's just copy all of these, so don't get confused. I just need to declare another local variable in there. So right inside there, I'm going to enter p. P will be equals, so whatever we have inside lbl display dot, that will be double, and that is it right in there. Let's paste that in there. So whatever we have inside the display is stored inside p. So in that case, we now multiply p here. So get rid of all of these now, and let's convert this back to string, because the text box, sorry, the label will only accept string character. So convert a string. What do you want to convert to string? That is p. So I'm just going to say p multiply by -1, and that should take care of my plus minus using the closure and the Lambda function as well. So let's run that and see. Save, run. Okay, enter 9 minus 9. You see that? So that's how that works. So let's copy this again, and let's go straight into there, clear function. So the very first value, let's say that is going to be 0. So clear everything we have in here and change this to equals 0. Okay, that will be equals nothing for now. And this very one, get rid of this. We don't need that. The variable that was declared up there, that is, I'm going to use those variables in, declare another variable in here. Let's say string f1 comma s1. f1 x1 stand for first character you enter and the second character that is entered. Okay, so we now say the F1, that is going to be equals, we need to convert that to string character. So I'm going to grab hold of this, convert F1 equals F. There we go. So the F that I'm talking to, that is it right there. Now I'm going to call S as well. So copy and paste. This is for S1 and this is S. So we now need to clear both function there. So that should take care of clear. I'll repeat the same thing here. That is it. Brilliant. So the next thing we need to do, since we've taken care of this, so let's take care of the clear function alone. Okay. So another thing that you can use, we can always use try catch, just to prevent whatever error that we might run into. Let's say catch in here and enter exception in there. Okay, press enter, message box dot show. Now what are we showing? ex dot message. So that will officially generate an inbuilt message just to handle whatever error that we might run into. Okay, that's brilliant. So we've taken care of these three, and we need to take care of the backspace and this. Okay, let's take care of this operator, arithmetic operator. So I'm going to come back in here inside my properties here. Now make sure you select this event and let's look for click event. I'll just call that arithmetic operator, arithmetic OP. That will do. Press enter. Now inside the operators, I can copy this. Let's go back into the, yeah, we can just grab all of these. Okay, grab all of everything, come right back down to my operators here, paste that in here, and inside the operator I have my buttons. Then now I want first, whatever I have inside first number to go inside the, okay, so let's get rid of all of these as well, get rid of everything we have in here and this. All right, that is fine. So first num equals this, equals convert dot to double whatever we have in there. Okay, that goes in here. So in that case, OP will be equals the whatever we have inside the button. So that's, let's say, B dot text. That is OP. There. Then we also need to clear this. So now we can enter second value. Now that is taken care of as well. Brilliant. Now we then need to take care of the equal sign. So let's come back in here. Double click on equals. Inside the equals, I'm going to start by saying S. Whatever we enter in there, I'm going to use this again. Paste that in there, my closure. Get rid of all of this. We don't need that, so we only need S here. And get rid of all of this. So using conditional statement, if OP equals the plus sign, we want the following. OP should be equals. We want the following. A will be equals F plus S. Else, let's say else if it's equals subtraction sign, and this will become subtract. Okay, Let's see. Close this. Now grab hold of all of these again. Let's use that for, okay, this would be for multiplication, and this is for division. Multi here and division here. There we go. So yeah, that's fine. So the equals is taken care of as well, using the closure and Lambda function. Now let's run that and see. Run. 9 plus 5 equals, oh, let's see. We need to assign a. Okay, I can assign a in there, or I can just assign it right in here. Let's see if we can assign it right in here. Let's say LBL display dot text equals convert dot to string, no, dot to string. Okay, a. There we go. Now run and see. Multiply by 2. There we go. There. Okay, let's divide that by 7 individual. There we go. All right, that is fine. So let's clear everything there and say 85 multiplied by 9. No, we don't want 9. Let's multiply by 2. There we go. 170. That is fine. Working brilliantly. So all that is left for us now is to take care of the backspace. Double click on the backspace. And once again, using our Lambda function, I'm just going to copy this one here. Using the Lambda function and the closure, paste that in there. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this. I don't need that. And I will also get rid of, yeah, let's get rid of everything in here. The only bit we need is just the label. Let's say label dot text dot length, and if it's greater than 0, we want the following. Okay, let's get rid of all of this. Enter curly braces in there, or statement block. And inside that very statement block, we have this. Paste that in there. Label, that will be equals LBL display. Okay, dot remove, and what are we removing? Whatever we have inside the label, dot length minus 1 comma 1. Okay, so let's accept that there, and that is that. Okay, I've just taken care of my backspace. So those are the lines of code for the backspace. Now let's run it and see how that works as well. Click on run. So when we enter whatever value in there, we can just backspace. There we go. Look at that. Okay, guys. So that's how you create your own calculator in C# using closure. So have a good look at the lines of code. That is for the equal sign. Okay, using closure. That is it right there. And that's the lambda. All right. Now bring it down. This is for backspace. Okay, the lines of code for backspace here, and the lines of code for plus minus, then the numeric values there. Right here we have the arithmetic operators. Run it one more time. There we go, guys. There. So with that, I'm gonna call it the end of this tutorial. Suppose you guys enjoy it, and please do subscribe to the channel. Now you can also join to become a member of the channel. Bye for now.